It has been a rough 16 seasons for the Sacramento Kings fans out in California, as 2005 and 2006 was the last season that the Sacramento Kings had a playoff run. Since then, we've seen some bright lights in Sacramento. Guys like Tyreek Evans had a hot start early in his career. DeMarcus Cousins was a dominant force in Sacramento for a long time, and even a guy like Isaiah Thomas had some run in Sacramento. But ever since then, it seems like this Kings team and this Kings organization as a whole has had a hard time trying to figure out what the direction they wanted to go and executing it flawlessly. This season, the Kings right now are sitting at sixth place in the Western Conference at 15-12 on the season, and it seems like they have the right ingredients as of right now to surprise a lot of teams and a lot of fans and give this Sacramento Kings fan base something to cheer on for the first time in a while. Welcome everybody back for our third video here on the X Factor Standout series. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all your daily NBA coverage, for fun videos like this and a lot of more fun stuff coming your way. We got a lot of fun stuff coming out soon, so like, comment, and subscribe and join the X Factor Nation. Like I said, this Sacramento Kings team has surprised a lot of people up to this point. Over in the X Factor, we thought this team would be a surprising team this season. Troy was really high on them. I thought they would make a case for a low seed play-in tournament, but right now the Sacramento Kings team is really rolling. Got behind the back of Domantas Sabonis, who is one of the best centers in the game. Continuously puts up strong numbers, not only on the glass, but in the scoring column as well. De'Aaron Fox has really started to figure things out for himself. He seems not to be relying on his athleticism so much anymore as his skill that he's really developed throughout the years. And I think a guy that is not only very underrated, but is one of the most valuable players in the entire league, because you can throw him into any system and he'll be what he'll do night in and night out, what he does for any team, no matter who you have him with. And that's Harrison Barnes. I really enjoy watching Harrison Barnes, and especially on this Kings team. He's the veteran presence that this team needs. And up to this point, he's been playing really well for them. Also, guys like Malik Monk, who come off the bench and is a fiery, hot, offensive kind of guy who shoot first and can put up big numbers on any given night, as well as a young guard like Davion Mitchell, who is a defensive-minded guy who can sit down and clamp up anybody and play really solid. Their rookie this year, Keegan Murray, has shown bright spots as well, and I think he's found a home in Sacramento, and he'll be a dominant force with this Kings organization for a long time. And they also have nice guys off the bench like Trey Lyles and Terrence Davis, who give them good minutes on every given night. But I do believe that the X factor for this Sacramento Kings team is a guy that they acquired this offseason. That's Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter right now is averaging 15.3 points, which is a career high, 3.2 rebounds, 3.2 assists. And throughout his career through Atlanta and up to this point, he's a 38% three-point shooter. And this year, he's averaging a career high 41% from three. I think that's very important because obviously, with a guy like that, you always have to respect his ability to spread the floor and knock down shots. But this year especially, it seems like he's been a knockdown artist when it comes to spreading the floor for this team. And not only spreading the floor, but coming off screens and really working very well off ball. I think that's a hidden talent in the NBA. You look at a guy like Trae Young, who's really struggling right now from the three-point line and really struggling from the floor, and seems to not be able to figure things out. If Trae Young developed an off-the-ball asset to his game where he could run off screens, like Steph Curry is the best to ever do, and is the reason why he's the best shooter of all time, it opens up the floor for your offense, and not only for you, but for your teammates as well. And Kevin Huerter up to this point has done that really well. Mike Brown and the Sacramento Kings team really helped develop his game from the off-ball standpoint, and he runs off a ton of screens all night long, coming off screens from Domantas Sabonis, from Harrison Barnes, and from guys like that, and not only able to open up his shot, but when teams have to respect his shot so much because he's shooting so well, that opens up a guy for like Domantas Sabonis to slip a screen and get a wide open layup. And I think that's very important. And if this Kings team is going to make a deep playoff run, which I do believe they have the potential to surprise some teams and make like an East or Western Conference Finals run. It would take a lot to get there, obviously, but I do think they have the pieces. I think Kevin Huerter is going to be a large part of that. We've seen him in the playoffs before with this Atlanta Hawks team, and he is a valuable playoff performer. I think that's very important because you see guys like Malik Monk, who is a score-first kind of guy, but if he's not scoring the ball, I don't think he really has an effect on the game in a positive way. And I think Kevin Huerter, even if on a rare occasion he's not shooting well, teams will still have to respect him so much because he comes off ball and comes off screen so well and so often that you're going to have to constantly be in scramble mode to defend him, and that's going to open the floor for everyone else. Kevin Huerter can be a spot up kind of guy, spot up in the corner, spot up on the wing, whatever the case is, and let De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis work with a pick and roll and spread the floor and leave that open floor for those two to work. He can spread the floor alongside Harrison Barnes really well. He can come off multiple screens and constantly run around off ball and help this Kings team a whole lot. And he's averaging right now as well 1.1 steals. And I think that's key as well because the Sacramento Kings team is going to need help defensively as much as they can. They've got Davion Mitchell. De'Aaron Fox is a solid on-ball defender as well. So you've got three guards who can clamp up and cause havoc for opposing backcourts. And I think that's very key. And if this Sacramento Kings team is going to surprise the NBA world this year and finally give their Kings Nation some hope for a potential postseason run, Kevin Huerter is going to be the key X factor for this team. He is the stealthy marksman, not only for this Sacramento Kings team this regular season, but for a brighter future for a potential playoff run as well. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys agree, what you've seen from Kevin Huerter. If you think someone else on the Sacramento Kings team is their X factor, let me know down below. Stay tuned. I've got another team coming out very soon. But until then, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Until then, we will see you all later.